lot of shots on net there for the first half, and then you maybe tried to claw back into it. But what did you see?
Yeah, we definitely thought we played a little better in the third. We kept away from most of their chances. I mean, a tough play by myself. I think it just went off Fraz's foot, and that guy made a hell of a play. He had 3 guys around him, so we clawed back though. I liked our effort in the third, and we definitely gave ourselves a chance to win.
Devin Dubnyk again. I mean, seems to have your guys' number.
Yeah, even late there on the power play. I mean, I got the puck across the crease, and I had nothing to shoot at. He was right there. So, he was around the net all game. I think Yak had a play where I passed to him in tight there too. He made a save, and I believe he made that cross ice save on the 2-on-1 too. So, we had a lot of chances to put it in, and he seemed to be there to shut the door. He played well.
Justin, in terms of the result, obviously not what you guys wanted, but that third period looked like you guys opened things up a little bit. Just, how would you describe that one?
Slow start for us. Took a while for us to get our legs going. We came on in the third, had our chances to take the lead and tie it up there. We just couldn't execute tonight, and just get ready for the next game.
Is it tough because Devin Dubnyk comes back and I mean it's with a different team and slams the door on you guys? I know obviously it's incentive for him to do it, but
yeah, it's tough for us. We obviously would like to put a few more by him, but it's good for him. He's had a long road this past year and a half, so it's good to see him playing well.
You had some really good chances. Are you feeling better? How were your legs today? Because you were flying out there, it looked like.
Yeah, I felt pretty good. I was jumping up in the play. Obviously, could have and should have probably put a few in the net there. I had a few tap-ins, so it's good. I'm getting chances at least. I just got to put some in.
Did you like the Yakupov pass? Did you expect that to get to you? Because that was.
I don't know. It was tough because the defenseman lied down, and it was tough to kind of see the puck coming to my stick, and I think it actually was going in. I double hit it on my blade and just missed.
What happened on the breakaway earlier in the second period?
I was gonna go my back, and then I saw him 2-pad stack like he did against me in Arizona that one time, and just barely went over the net there. I got a piece of it.
What pick we're getting in the draft, and we want to. We're worried about the next game and worrying about getting wins and playing winning hockey.
But it's a natural human deal with fans are going to talk about it.
Yeah, I think.
Hard to keep it.
Yeah, as players, just kind of control what you control, and people are going to talk about whatever they want, regardlessly. But as players, we just want to focus on the ice and try to win games. I mean, that's what we want to do, and try to play better hockey.
Boy, sorry, in terms of the game itself, how do you feel the progression of the way the team played kind of made its way through the course of the game? Did you feel as the game went on that you guys kind of picked it up a little bit?
Yeah, it was a little dull at the start, but we gave up some chances, and Vic made some great saves, and I think we created a little bit more in the third. But first 2 periods, we didn't get too much traffic, get too many shots, get too many opportunities.
I know you played with Devin last year, but you obviously want to get to him and beat him one of these times here, obviously.
Yeah, he's been on the winning side on a lot of our games, so again, I think we try to just get more traffic, get more shots, get more bodies to net, and I don't think we did that maybe enough tonight.
Were there some good signs then towards the end of the game in terms of moving forward into Buffalo on Thursday?
Yeah, I mean we've had came off a break. I think we were flat, and but we got to respond next game, and I think we've been playing better hockey as of late. And that's something we can't slip in our old habits, and got to focus on playing the system and trying to do as good a job as we can.
Thanks, boy.
Yep.
Was it a fake one or no?
No, that one was a real one, unfortunately.
It's been a rough season for the face, I guess.
Yeah, it's bound to happen to everyone, but this year it's just been more often to me than not.
Tonight you bottled up pretty good for 2 periods. What's the mindset going into the third period tonight?
The same as it was in the first two. Limit their chances. Not turn the pucks over. Same as always.
How much do you need guys like Charlie and Nino to chip in here? Both have been in bits slumps.
You need everyone. You need everyone feeling good about how they're playing, and I'm sure for them contributing on the offensive part, on the offensive side of things, that's got to feel good for both of them.
Things kind of opened up in the third period.
What's that?
Things kind of opened up in the third period after a pretty tight first 2 periods. It's just a matter of guys, everyone's finding their legs.
Look, that game is always hard. That first game back from a long break, it's a pretty boring game. I mean, there's just not much going either way. Just a lot of chipping pucks, throwing it off the glass, and not really much sustained pressure either way. It was just kind of blah for a long time, and but fortunately we were able to win. But it's just not much going on.
How hard is it to get sharp when you haven't played in a week?
It's really hard. It's when you haven't felt the puck, you don't have your legs. It's that, like I said, that first game coming back is always a tough one. But regardless, it's for us to come out. It's important for us to come out the winning end of it.
How exciting was it?
That's Zach.
Obviously we need all the points we can get right now, and that was a close hockey game, especially in the third period. I thought we played great for 2, and we played well in the third too. They were working for their chances, and it's important in a game like that to get somebody that executes like Chucky Coyle did there. That's a difference in the game.
How much do you guys need this coming out of the break to get started the right way?
Yeah, it's huge. It's always tough coming off a long break to kind of get back in the flow of the game, and you could see that a little bit for both sides, for the first half of the game, and then we just work. We work so well with the puck, and our possession's so good. And if you're controlling the puck and guys are feeling the puck, then obviously the good feelings come back a lot quicker.
Must be nice to see a goal carry them in again off one of your teammates when you're keeping them in a 1-goal game.
Yeah, it's that stuff happens. I mean, that's why you take pucks to the net, and that's why you get bodies there. And unfortunately, we've had a few more of those than we'd like in the last little bit. But you know what? If we keep working like we are, it'll turn the other way. I got no questions about that.
Seems like no matter what jersey you're wearing, you seem to have the Oilers number whenever you face them.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know why that is. They've been good games. 3 of the 4 games have been 2-1, and those guys have played well over there. It's always a fun challenge. I know how skilled they are. And, it's always a little more fun stopping your buddies. So fortunately, I've been on the right side of it this year.
That breakaway with Justin Schultz coming in, did you have a game plan as he was coming down the ice or poke check pad stack?
No, you know what? It was just a read. I got out and had a good gap on him. And when the puck landed, obviously he had his head down. It was bouncing, so he was trying to get control of it. And I just decided to hold my gap there and let him come in. And it's funny. I did the same play on him in Arizona in overtime. A little tighter, but I was laughing with him after that. I said, I don't know where that came from. I don't think I've done it to anybody else other than him twice. So, I was fortunate to get a glove on it.
Devin Dubnyk.
I think it was a turnover by them, and I happened to be right there, so I saw a clear lane and just tried taking it to the net, and luckily it finished it off and it rolled in, so it was nice.
Cuts down your angle, and you're basically behind the nets. What did you realize how far behind the net you were when you put that in?
No, I thought he'd come out a little more, I think, than I expected, and I thought once I got down there I was kind of too far, but like I said, luckily I pulled it back and rolled in, so I'll take it.
You and I, have kind of been on this weird line, for a little while. We don't know if it's the third line, the fourth line. I mean, how important is it for you guys to do what you've been doing lately?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter where you're playing. You gotta just play it, the best you can. How many minutes you get, it doesn't matter. 2 shifts or if it's 20 shifts, So that's our mindset right now, is just to play solid and play good defensively. I think that's what's going to give us success, and I think it was a step forward tonight for us.
Did your eyes light up a little bit as you entered the offensive zone?
Say that again, sorry?
Did your eyes light up a little bit as you skated in there?
Yeah, I didn't realize. I know I was picking up the puck and I had a few guys beat, but I think they were making a change too, so it kind of worked out for me. But it was nice to see that open space, and just lucky I put it away.
That's Charlie Coyle with the game-winning goal tonight for the Minnesota Wild.
Puck just led to a lot of odd man rushes or chances against that. It's one thing. We pride ourselves on being a team that can defend well, but when you're turning pucks over like that, you're not in a position to defend.
You challenged both Coyle and a lot lately by their line and their ice time to get them off the schneid here. How does that?
Oh, it's great, and those guys I thought were good all night. Getting the goals were bonuses, but creating momentum, finishing checks, being strong on the puck, when they're doing those things, they're very effective. So, obviously the first goal was huge for us, and they were doing it the right way. And then, Charlie's goal couldn't have come at a better time. I thought that we had started to lose some momentum because of the turnovers that we had, and so when you get an opportunity like that and you're able to capitalize on it, that's obviously huge.
Is Suter okay? He looked like he was limping.
So the game-winning goal, would you want Eberle getting it deep there, or is that just an unlucky play when it goes off Fraser's skate?
Well, I think, it was unlucky, but in those situations, the last 5 minutes, we have to manage the puck. But it was a unlucky break, so those things happen. It was we had turnovers tonight. 2 of them were costly, but I felt that we could have managed the puck a lot better. And judging from today's practice in the morning, I thought that it was really good. And so I thought we fought the puck a bit tonight, especially early on. But what I liked about our game is that we had some really good chances in the third period to score some goals, and we just didn't capitalize.
Yakupov, obviously, with the horrible giveaway in the first, but seemed to play the rest of the game trying to make up for it. One of the better games he's played.
I think so. I think he generated some offense. He had I don't know how many shots on net, but he generated some scoring chances off 2-on-1s, and he played physical as well, so it was good to see.
So there wasn't a lot of shots on net from your squad through the first 30 minutes or so. I imagine you're talking about it on the bench. But what do you see happening, and why aren't pucks getting to the net in your mind in that case when you're probably talking about it?
Well, we have to have the will to shoot the puck. We have to funnel pucks to the net and not try not to be so selective. When we're going wide, especially in a game like tonight where we didn't generate a lot of shots, to start throwing pucks in the goalie's feet and trying to work pads, and we did more of that in the third period. And that's something that we talk about all the time. But it was a fast-paced game. The third period was anybody's game. I think there was a lot of chances traded by both sides, and they got the game winner.
One of the problems with that result tonight is there's going to be a huge focus on the so-called McDavid Bowl, where the 2 teams are in the standings that play Thursday in Buffalo. You got thoughts on? I mean, obviously you guys don't even want to be in that conversation. It's going to be all over the city, right?
Yeah, you guys can talk about it. It's not really a concern of mine. I'm just going to come to work tomorrow and try to get the team ready for Buffalo.
What do you think of Justin Schultz tonight? He seemed like he was jumping up and getting some offensive chances.
He was active. He had a great chance there in the second period when he broke in, and he was more offensive minded tonight. Where in the offensive zone he was slashing down, trying to create some offense with that. So that was good to see. Just like every one of our players, we want to see our players shoot more, and think shot first versus shot second.
Kept most of your lines engaged, and I know you subbed in Eberle there for Dazduk a little bit, but Lander in particular, I mean, you used him right up into the last minute or so. Are you seeing just something confidence-wise in him that makes you want to have him out there?
Yeah, I thought once again he played a strong game. He's strong on the puck. He's making things happen out there, and he's playing more confident. So, I think that in a game like tonight, when we're trying to push, we wanted to roll, parts of four lines and trying to keep the tempo up, especially in the third period. And so I thought Anton was fine. He played with a lot of confidence.
Thank you.
Head coach Mike Yeo.
Obviously, Coach, huge 2 points and a great play by Charlie there late to get it for you.
Yeah, it's good to get the 2 points and definitely some opportunities to learn a few lessons in that game. But overall, we also did a lot of good things too.
What are some of those lessons you think you learned?
Puck management was poor tonight, very poor. Against a team, we stressed how good they are on the counterattack and the skill that they have in their lineup. And I think that the way that we managed the puck just led to a lot of odd man rushes or chances against that. It's one thing, we pride ourselves on being a team that can defend well, but when you're turning pucks over like that, you're not in a position to defend.
Like you challenged both Coyle and a lot lately by their line and their ice time to get them off the schneid here. How does that?
Oh, it's great, and those guys I thought were good all night. Getting the goals were bonuses, but creating momentum, finishing checks, being strong on the puck. When they're doing those things, they're very effective. So, obviously the first goal was huge for us, and they were doing it the right way. And then, Charlie's goal couldn't have come at a better time. I thought that we had started to lose some momentum because of the turnovers that we had, and so when you get an opportunity like that and you're able to capitalize on it, that's obviously huge.
Is Suter okay? He looked like he was limping at the end of the game down the runway.
I believe he is, but I haven't got any kind of report yet. So yeah, I haven't heard anything otherwise.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was your to see Parisi take the puck to the face, pick up a couple teeth?
That was not fun. You don't like to see that for any guy, that's for sure. And but he is a warrior, and I thought that we did, one thing I didn't think we did particularly well was manage the puck. But aside from that, I thought Doobie was great, and I thought guys competed very hard tonight. You look at Zach losing a tooth and coming out. I look at Mikko, the way he laid down in front of that shot in the slot, blocking that shot, and certainly our guys were ready to pay a price tonight.
Do you chuck the puck management and also the lack of sharpness in front of the net offensively to the break, or what do you think?
The break is part of it, but some of it's our focus too, and we're. We were up 1-0, and we started thinking that the only thing that matters is the next goal, and we start to press and we start to force plays and make a couple plays that we call hope plays that it's very low percentage plays, and as a result we're just feeding their game and giving them those rush opportunities because we're not in a position to defend. So some of it can be attributed to the break, but some of it certainly we have to make sure that we have a better mindset in that game. We have to try to score the next goal, but there's a certain way we have to do it.
That's Minnesota head coach Mike Yeo.